So it's very interesting when we learn dance that at least when I was a young dancer, there was this thought that those modern dancers, sometimes they turn or overturn in their legs or do weird things with their hands, and luckily that has changed to the time. But I guess even from first class, the first thing I always say when I start teaching modern is that modern is actually more than ballet and no less. We all train in classical ballet, but modern dance takes the line to an extreme that actually distorts the line from what we call the classical look. So sometimes it's, especially for younger dancers, it's rather difficult to understand that, work and work and work from an épaulement position, and suddenly I say, no, it's a high spiral with a high release. Starts in épaulement, but suddenly starts going someplace else, which is harder to control your core into the positions, etc., etc. Besides, there's more to know. It's not just turned out, but it's turned in, or really inverted. And you go, what do you mean? You want me to do that? So it's very interesting. So what we did here, and we call it Game in 3/4 because music-wise, what you're listening is one of the basic times, the 3/4 time, that I am a Graham dancer by training and profession, as much as the ballet dancers. And in Graham, she mostly used this timing of 3/4s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. More of a, she used to call it a vibration. So you can continue, ding, ding. She was very much into, her work is very much into that idea of what is the psychology behind the movement. So what we did is we put together some of the language that we learn in the modern classes, or at least in my modern classes, mainly based on the Graham technique. Obviously, Todd teaches Hawkins, and Martha and Mr. Hawkins were married for some time. So their languages are very similar in shapes. They are entirely different in attack, in approach to movement. So anyway, here is a little condensed idea of thoughts that we put together. Here we go.